I want to welcome everybody to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you very much for joining us today. Before we get started with the presenters, I want to go over just a few housekeeping announcements. As this is a webinar, you'll be interacting with the panelists via the Q&A button. And so you can direct your questions directly to the panelists at any time during the presentation. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. I'd now like to turn our presentation over to our first presenter, which is Ferrum College. I think you're on mute there.
All right, so good evening, future Ferrum Panthers. My name is Jason Bird, Dean of Admissions here at Ferrum College, and my colleague Sam Martin and I are excited to be here and very grateful that you have joined us to learn more about the opportunities that await you here at Ferrum College, home of the Panthers. Sam and I will give you information and prepare you to begin your journey on the road to Ferrum. At this time, Sam's going to share some information with you about the format of our presentation.
Thank you, Jason. Jason is going to tell you what all this beautiful campus has to offer while I answer any questions you will have in the chat. He will be providing information about our application process and all the different ways you can be successful in the next chapter of your life. Just to go ask away.
Awesome, thanks, Sam. So at Ferrum College, opportunity exists and success is possible. There is a community. This is a community where our, there we go. So this is a community where our students really push each other to strive to succeed. We have a beautiful campus located in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Southwest Virginia. We are approximately 30 to 40 minutes south of Roanoke, Virginia, and we are about an hour and a half north of Greensboro, North Carolina. On our campus of about 1,000 students from 25 different states, we boast a student-faculty ratio of 13:1. Also, approximately 90% of our students live on campus. We do encourage you to seize your future like a Panther does with our expert faculty and academic programs that prepare you for today's top careers and graduate schools. In our 70+ majors and minors, you will benefit from personal academic support and many hands-on learning opportunities, including internships, research, and study abroad during our experiential or e-term in May. Also, students who qualify can enhance their education in our Boone Honors Program. Also, great news, future Panthers, about 93% of our graduates are employed or enrolled in graduate school within 6 months of them graduating. Our students love to support our athletic teams. Panther Pride runs deep here at Ferrum College. We have 20+ men's and women's NCAA Division III athletic teams, and we're really excited to be part of the ODAC, Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Our athletic facilities I guarantee, will surpass your expectations, and I really encourage you to come visit so you can see it for yourself. We have over 60 clubs and organizations. I'm sure you will find something exciting to do with your time here at Ferrum College, even outside of the classroom. We have everything from intramural clubs to academic and Greek organizations, our Norton Outdoor Adventure Club, and much more. All you really need to do is get involved and kind of seize the opportunity. It's there for you. At this time, I would like you to meet one of our own current students, Kentwan Pettiford. Kentwan is going to tell you a little bit about himself and some of the exciting things that he's doing at Ferrum.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kentwan Pettiford. I'm currently a junior here at Ferrum College. For the past 2 going on 3 years. My major has been elementary education. I just recently switched over to social work. I say that my high school has shaped me to be the person that I am, but Ferrum College has molded me to be the person that I am with the experience, the hands-on experience that you can get here at Ferrum College. I am currently the SGA president for this year. I'm an admissions ambassador and intern. I'm an RA, and I'm also a mentor to the freshmen every year when they come onto campus. Here at Ferrum College, we're just one big happy family. You're known by a name here, not by a number. And something that a lot of students love about Ferrum College is the educational experience that you get here. The hands-on experience with our anatomy class. You have cadavers that you work with education. You do internships with the school systems. So that's just a little bit about Ferrum and what we do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kentwan. So if this is starting to sound like a place where you would like to be, applying to Ferrum College is really easy. I encourage you to go online and submit your free application to Ferrum College soon. We have already begun reviewing and accepting applications for the fall and spring semester. You should also send a copy of your transcripts to our admissions office. Please remember that Ferrum is completely test optional, which means that we will review your application with your transcript only. However, we do encourage you to send your SAT or ACT scores because that could increase your scholarship offering. At Ferrum, we work very hard to make the private college education affordable. 99% of our students receive financial aid. We award over $22 million in institutional money each year. Also, the average financial aid package is almost $40,000, which brings the average out-of-pocket cost for our students to somewhere between $7,000 to $8,000. Ferrum College also offers a visit scholarship of $1,000. We want you to see our beautiful campus and meet our welcoming faculty and students. We simply must come for a personal, we would like for you to simply come for a personal tour or sign up for a virtual open house or campus visit. With doing that, you'll make yourself eligible for our renewable $1,000 visit scholarship as part of your financial aid award. So I'll end with just saying that Sam and I really have enjoyed having this time with you, and we really look forward to receiving your application and transcript very soon. If you have additional questions, please feel free to contact us. We'll be in the chat throughout the rest of the morning. So please drop your questions in, and between Sam, myself, and also Kentwan, our current Ferrum Panther, we'll be really happy to assist you. So have a great morning. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. So next, we're going to move on to our next university, Concord University.
All right. All right, so I'm Alan Smith with Concord University, Associate Director of Admissions here. I've got a brief presentation on the school, and hopefully you'll find it very beneficial to you and informative. So we are a public liberal arts university located in Athens, West Virginia, which is in the southern part of the state, and it is a small, close-knit family type of atmosphere. Over 60 undergraduate majors, minors, and programs to study. So more often than not, you will find what it is that you're looking for at Concord. We do have 4 graduate programs, which are totally online, and many of our students receive financial aid. So over $21 million is awarded every year, and that's something that's always been a strength and a positive for Concord University. Our admissions requirements, of course, a 3.0 GPA. If you have that overall, we can admit you without a test score, or if you have a 2.5 in your core classes, we can also admit you without a test score. Our traditional requirements are a 2.0 and an 18 on your ACT, or a 2.0 and a 950 on your SAT. scores there. Then we do look at composite scores. And so those are our main admissions requirements. There is no application fee to Concord. So after you apply, we just ask that you submit your high school transcript, and we can send that in to you, or send your admissions decision in to you. One of the hallmarks, definitely our faculty, over 110 full-time, over 73% hold the highest degree in their field. Average class size, roughly about 13. Student to faculty ratio is about 14-1. All classes are taught by professors, so you definitely build relationships with them from your freshman to your senior year. And all students are advised by someone within their academic program of study or academic area, so to make sure you're taking the correct classes in the correct sequential order, that you graduate on time and you get everything done that you need to get done. Now, you might be interested in performing arts or other extracurricular activities. And these next two slides, I'll use that to kind of touch on a little bit. Whether you're interested in music, communication arts, whatever the case may be, there is an opportunity for you to continue that in college and even get class credit in some instances. If you're an aspiring DJ, you want to have your own radio show. We actually have our own FM dial here at Concord University. We have our own student news broadcast that's broadcast across the campus as well. And if you like being on TV, then we can make sure that happens for you. And if you want to be in the marching band, you can do that without being a music major. So those are just a few examples of some of the things you can do. Now, we do offer clubs and organizations. If we don't have what you're interested in, don't worry. You can start your own club or organization, from political organizations to faith-based groups, to outdoor recreation, scholarship organizations. But I encourage you to get involved wherever you go to college. It's a big part of the experience for you. It's where you make memories and you build other relationships with faculty, staff, and students. Outdoor recreation, definitely if that's your thing, hey, there's a lot of opportunity for you to do that in this area, whether it's skiing, snowboarding, mountain biking, hiking, whitewater rafting. All of that is within arm's reach of the campus. A very easy drive. It's Pipestem State Park. Many of our students go there for various events or various recreational activities. Our golf team utilizes their facilities for home matches as well. So anyway, if you're in the outdoor recreation, we do have an outdoors club. Our chief of police is the staff sponsor for that, and you definitely do a lot of things with that. Now, we are NCAA Division II with our athletics, and we're in the Mountain East Conference, and we have 16 sports for varsity sports for students. If you're interested in playing sport, definitely get in touch with your respective coach. Now's the time to get that started. Don't wait until the last semester of your senior year. You definitely want to start that now. We do scholarship students for athletics, and you can put those together with academic scholarships as well, which we'll talk about in just a minute. We also offer esports, which is relatively new to Concord. Our Call of Duty team was second in the nation this past year. We're going into our second season. We do offer Call of Duty, Overwatch, and League of Legends as our three main competitive games. Community service pretty important to us. It's in our institutional mission, and we do offer a scholarship for it, which is called the Bonner Scholarship, valued at $3,000 per year. And if you're interested in applying, there is a separate application for that. We usually do by November 1st, but also there is another, that's the priority deadline. The regular deadline is February 1st. And those students do about 140 hours a semester of community service while they're here, although there's no prerequisite number of hours to be admitted to the program. We do offer residential life on campus. We have over approximately 700 students that reside on campus, 6 residence halls, parking for all students, which is only $25 a semester. You can bring a car, and we just can bring a car as a freshman. We just renovated some residence halls a couple years ago. So if you come on campus, we'll take you in there and let you see them for yourself, as well as taking care of a meal for you. We do have a university cafeteria, which is all you can eat. Very attractive to me when I was an 18-year-old male, and actually still is. And we also have some other options such as Subway, Wingspan, and Starbucks. So if you guys come on campus, we'll be sure to feed you. Campus is very safe. Public police officers on campus that are state police trained, they do have arresting powers, and they do a really good job of making sure that the campus is safe, and you'll see them immersed in the community here. We do offer scholarships, 3.0 GPA, and a 960 on your SAT and 18 on your ACT. We award them from your admissions application. And also be sure to stay connected with us. Those are some of our social media outlets. And I will go ahead and turn it back over to StriveScan. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to let myself or Maisie Landers know, and we'll be happy to help you.
Great, thank you very much. And just a reminder to any attendees who have just recently joined us, you're welcome to pose questions to any of the panelists through the Q&A feature in the Zoom webinar. Okay, up next, we're going to move to Indiana University, Bloomington. Jill, you might be on mute.
Oh, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jill Shimmick. I'm a Senior Assistant Director of Admissions for Indiana University. I'm excited to be with you this morning. Established in 1820, Indiana University Bloomington has built a strong tradition of excellence and innovation both in and outside of the classroom. From nationally recognized academic programs to Division I varsity athletics, all on one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, IU will offer you rich experiences inside the classroom and out. Our 33,000 undergraduates hail from all 50 states and over 140 countries. IU celebrates not only the geographic diversity of our student body, but its ethnic, religious, political, and socioeconomic diversity that makes our learning community rich. About 25% of our student body are domestic students of color. The heart of an IU education is the ability for students to customize their educational experiences. Our 12 schools offer more than 200 majors to choose from, meaning there's something for everyone. Students will be able to work with academic advisors and faculty to create an academic program that is uniquely customized to their interests. Whether it's pursuing a double major, multiple minors, or even creating your own major through our individualized major program, IU students are working towards jobs that are not yet imagined. IU's student support services help our students succeed during their time at Indiana University and beyond. Through individualized academic advising sessions, academic support centers throughout campus, and our Wells Library Learning Commons, students have access to tools that help them become the best student they can be. IU's career services help students begin their careers before they leave campus by starting early and finishing strong. Our Career Development Center helps students who are still exploring their options understand their skills and interests and help them navigate IU majors that will help them work in their field of choice. Once a student has declared a major, they'll take classes with one of our 12 school-specific career centers and have access to resume workshops, internship and career fairs, and the hundreds of employers that come to campus to hire IU students every year. Over 30% of our students will study abroad at least once before they graduate. IU offers over 300 study abroad programs in more than 50 countries and in 18 languages, including English. More and more, we see our students combining their overseas study experience with an internship or hands-on research experience. At IU, what you learn outside of the classroom will be as valuable as what you learn in your classes. With over 750 student organizations, 55 club and intramural sports, and a thriving arts and culture community that boasts over 1,800 performances on campus every year. From watching an opera staged by the world-class IU Jacobs School of Music to touring the Eskenazi Museum of Art, you'll find that the cultural resources at IU and in Bloomington rival that of a much larger city. Hoosier spirit is alive and well on the IU campus. Of our 24 varsity sports, the only two our students pay to go see are football and men's basketball, and roughly half of our undergraduates will purchase season tickets to these two sports. Assembly Hall boasts the largest student section in the NCAA basketball and is known as the hardest place to be a visiting team. Hoosier hospitality is something that it's exhibited throughout the state of Indiana and throughout our city of Bloomington and can be seen on our campus through Culture of Care. Culture of Care is a campus-wide, student-led, and staff-supported initiative focused on creating a campus culture in which members of the Indiana University Bloomington community demonstrate care for one another. Through bystander intervention, the Culture of Care initiative empowers our students to support their peers. The Culture of Care initiative promotes helping one another, behavioral change, and raising awareness in four core areas: sexual well-being, mental health, alcohol and drug awareness, and respect. I strongly encourage prospective students to apply by our non-binding early action deadline of November 1st. Applying early action allows students to have the highest admission consideration and scholarship consideration. Early action applicants will also hear back from us early, letting you enjoy more of your senior year. The middle 50% of students who were admitted for fall 2020 had high school GPAs between 3.61 and 4.0, SAT scores between 1160 and 1370, and ACT scores between 25 and 32. We are fully test optional, so if you are interested in applying to IU without test scores, you will still be eligible for admission to all of our majors, as well as for our scholarship. So please consider applying through our test optional policy if you feel like that would be a great fit for you. And if you have questions about how to do that, you can always reach out to me. My contact information is available now, and I am the representative for all of Virginia. So I am your point of contact, your main point of contact for Indiana University. Thank you so much for your time this morning, and I hope you have a great day.
Great, thank you very much. So now we're going to move on to our fourth university, Christopher Newport University.
All right, good morning. My name is Yoma Miller, and I'm the Associate Director of Admission at Christopher Newport University. I'm so thrilled to be with you all this morning. So a little bit about Christopher Newport University. We are located in Newport News, Virginia, so coastal Virginia, just about 20 minutes from Colonial Williamsburg, 45 minutes from Virginia Beach, so water everywhere. We are a public liberal arts and science institution with 5,000 students, so we're classified as a small to medium-sized institution, and that's very intentional that we stay at that 5,000 number. Our campus is a beautiful 260 acres surrounded by suburbia, and we have over 90 different academic programs. Those are majors, minors, advising tracks to choose from. So as a liberal arts institution, you do not have to commit to a major until second semester of your sophomore year. So you do have some time to make an educated decision about a major amongst our 90 different programs to choose from. We're NCAA Division III as far as athletics, 24 varsity sports to choose from. If you don't see two-a-days in your future or 6 a.m. practice in your future, maybe a club or intramural sport might be a better fit for you. So those are also offered to our students. We encourage you to not be a spectator. We want students to be involved on our campus. So with that in mind, we have over 200 clubs and organizations, which is a lot for 5,000 students and really speaks to the culture at CNU. If there's something that you want to do and we don't have it, we always encourage you to be that trailblazer and start your own club or organization. It simply takes you and 9 other friends to start your own club or organization through the Dean of Students office. I like to tell students and their families early on that we are a highly residential campus. We do require that our students live on campus freshman, sophomore, and junior year. That's definitely a rarity, especially for a public school, but every study shows that students that live and learn together are more successful academically and socially. The plus side of that is we're a public school that's guaranteeing your residents hall for you for those 3 years. And our seniors typically do want to continue to live on campus because our residence halls are ranked top 10 in the nation by the Princeton Review. Our seniors do go into a lottery system at that time. As far as our applicant pool is concerned, we typically receive about 8,000 applications per year for a freshman class of 1,250. And as far as our profile is concerned, generally our middle 50% is a 3.5 to a 4.0. So simply meaning about 50% of students are somewhere between that 3.5 and 4.0 area. About 25% of students are below a 3.5 and are still offered admission because we do pride ourselves on holistic review. And then 25% of students are above a 4.0 because we are going to honor that weighted cumulative GPA that you've been working so hard to accomplish. Our mid-range ACT score is 24 to 28 on their 36-point scale, and our mid-range SAT score is 1160 to 1280. Now, we have been a test optional school for over 10 years and will continue to be so. But of course, in these trying times, we are test optional across the boards. So in traditional sense, we were test optional for students who had at least a 3.5 GPA or higher. This year, we will be test optional regardless of your GPA. You can simply apply test optional, and that also includes our merit-based scholarships for the first time. So you can apply for the President's Leadership and Honors Program as a test optional candidate for the first time. Our application deadlines are quickly approaching. We do have early decision, which is a binding commitment to a college or university, and that deadline is going to be November 15th with a notification date of December 15th. We do have early action, and that deadline is December 1st with a notification date of January 15th. And there's still good old-fashioned regular decision. That deadline is going to be February 1st with a notification date of March 15th. I would encourage you to visit our website, cnu.edu, and visit our admission website so that you can learn more about coming for interviews or doing an interview online. Interviews are optional but highly recommended for candidates. To put it into perspective, about 80% of freshmen walking around on our campus this year interviewed last year. So we highly recommend learning more about you beyond the paper of your application, and what better way than to speak for yourself in an interview. They're Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. We are also offering by appointment only some in-person on-campus tours. We are doing those individually with one student ambassador with one family unit, so to be precautious. So please be sure to visit our website to register for one of those on-campus tours that we have available to you. You can also do some of our virtual visit activities online as well. So again, my name is Yoma Miller. I'm the Associate Director of Admission at Christopher Newport University, and we look forward to working with you this application season.
Great, thank you very much. And so our fifth presenter today is Radford University, Carilion.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah Wambe, and I am the Director of Admissions here at Radford University, Carilion. And I'm excited to share with you a little bit about our very unique health science-focused campus. So we were founded in 1911 as the Lewis Gale School of Nursing. Radford University, Carilion has been educating healthcare professionals in the Roanoke Valley for over 100 years. We are Virginia's first hospital-affiliated college, and we are the top producer of health profession graduates in Southwest Virginia, and the top 10 for the entire Commonwealth. Our total student population is just under 1,100 students. Here, students are provided rigorous, real-world learning environment at one of the most forward-thinking academic health centers in the nation. Radford University and Carilion Clinic have created a private-public partnership that gives students access to state-of-the-art facilities, access to practicing clinicians, and we offer clinical opportunities all within our campus facility. RUC is located in Roanoke, Virginia, a city of 100,000, framed by the mountains of Virginia's Blue Ridge. The area offers over 600 miles of trails for those looking for outdoor adventure. Within walking distance of campus, students can find a lively downtown with museums, restaurants, shopping, and nightlife. The campus is located inside of Carilion Community Hospital in the heart of downtown Roanoke at the beginning of the Health Sciences and Technology Innovation Corridor, which includes the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute and the Ramp Regional Accelerator. The city of Roanoke provides ample opportunities for nightlife, art, music, and recreational So we offer a variety of programs here at RUC, everything from associates all the way up to doctoral. But I do want to give you some highlights from some of our most popular programs. First, we have our Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, which is the oldest program in the state and offers 100% career placement. Next, we have our Biomedical Sciences Program, which prepares students for professional schools like medical, dental, or veterinary school, and offers 2 semesters of cadaver-based human growth anatomy, if that's your thing. And if you're interested in pursuing the Physician's Assistant Program, we offer 7 interview spots per year for RUC graduates. Our Emergency Services Program is one of 13 in the nation, and it gives you the opportunity for over 1,000 hours of patient care experience before you graduate. This also has 100% career placement. Our Medical Lab Science Program offers clinical rotations in a level 1 trauma center. Graduates pursue jobs in immunology, test development, and clinical consulting. We also have nursing, and we have 3 tracks to get you there. Whether or not it's a traditional 4-year program, an RN to BSN for students who are coming from the community college who have already passed their NCLEX, or an accelerated program for students who already have their bachelor's degree. All roads lead to the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. The program offers over 550 hours of clinical experience and also has a 100% job placement. Lastly, we have a respiratory therapy program, which blends classroom, laboratory, and clinical experiences using modern equipment and simulation labs. Graduates work in acute care facilities, sleep labs, home health, and of course, with COVID-19 patients. The programs here at Radford University Carilion are direct admit, meaning you apply directly to your program. For our freshmen, we are looking for obviously your high school transcript, 4 English, 2 math. We prefer to see Algebra 1, Algebra 2, as well as geometry. We require at least 2 sciences. Our faculty prefer to see biology and chemistry, but we also love to see any students who've taken anatomy and physiology at the college level. Our occupational therapy program does have a supplemental program packet required, and all of our programs do have limited capacity, meaning we only have so many seats available. So the sooner you apply, the better. We are currently test optional. We do like to see AP or IB scores, and the GPA for admission really depends on the program, but ranges anywhere from a 2.5 requirement to a 3.0. So students come to Radford University Carilion for many reasons. One is high quality healthcare education, top faculty, small class sizes, state-of-the-art labs, but what they also find is rich culture, an active lifestyle, and people passionate about what they love to do, whether it's in the operating room or on the Appalachian Trail. Clubs and organizations include the American Medical Student Association and the Student Nursing Organization. Housing is not required for RUC students, but we do offer luxurious apartments at the historic Patrick Henry Building, a newly remodeled Art Deco style facility across the street from campus. As a resident in the Patrick Henry, you'll have access to a fitness center that features cardio equipment, free weights, even an Xbox Connect, mail delivery from the Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, and private food vendors on the ground level. We are currently accepting applications for both fall and spring semesters. It is a free application, and we welcome you to go to radford.edu/apply and click on that RUC logo to access our application. At this time, we are asking students to apply to one institution, whether our Radford main campus or Radford University Carilion, and that's based on our different academics. And then lastly, if you have any further questions about RUC, please don't hesitate to reach out to our admissions office if you have questions about financial aid, or click on that link below to visit us. We are offering both virtual and in-person campus visits for you and your family. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you at RUC soon.
Great, thank you for that. And now we're going to move into our final university for this session, University of North Carolina, Charlotte.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. My name is Catherine Mason, and I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions for Regional Recruitment for UNC Charlotte. That's the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. So, of course, we are located in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a regional representative based in the Raleigh area, and I work specifically with the students in my area, but then also all students from Virginia. So I'm really looking forward to just continuing the conversation with you all. But first, I wanted to share a little bit more about who we are at UNC Charlotte. So we are proudly recognized as North Carolina's urban research university. We're one of 16 different schools within the UNC system, but like every university and college that has its own identity and distinction, we are really proudly recognized as North Carolina's urban research university. So what that means is that we're urban and that we have just 9 miles between us and uptown Charlotte. We actually call Charlotte's downtown uptown because it's located on top of a hill. And we're actually literally connected to the city of Charlotte. Even though we're not directly in uptown, we have a beautiful residential campus, but we have a light rail that connects us. So I'll go into that in a minute, but our campus is very new, very modern, and we're also a classified research university thanks to our Carnegie classification. We're also North Carolina's fastest growing university. So in the past 7 years alone, we built 22 new buildings. Right here, you're looking at our Student Union building. To the left of that is UREC, our University Recreation Center, which opened just this past January. It's a 148,000 square foot building that's completely devoted to health and wellness. So that's the kind of buildings that we're creating. Within UREC, it has things like a cooking demo kitchen, indoor track, indoor pool, fitness equipment. Also this past fall, we broke ground on a brand new science building. So our campus is very modern and our students really love that modern feel. But research, as you'll learn, is a really, really big part of who we are, not just at the graduate level, but at the undergraduate level as well. Okay, so a little bit about us by our numbers. Our total enrollment is just over 30,000, and that breaks down to a graduate population of just under 6,000, undergraduate population of just over 24,000 students. So that makes us technically the second largest public institution in North Carolina. But what I really hope you learn from and gather from this as you continue your research at UNC Charlotte is that we are so much more of a close-knit community than just a large public institution. When you're a student at UNC Charlotte, you are a 49er or a Niner, as we call our students. So Niner pride is strong. The community at UNC Charlotte is very diverse, very inclusive, and we're also proudly recognized as a global campus. In fact, we have students from over 100 different countries representing 40 different states throughout our nation, and 40% of our students self-identify as coming from an underrepresented background, really just allowing students to be surrounded by other students from different backgrounds, different perspectives, and that really adds a lot to their academic experience. I mentioned earlier, we are literally connected to the city of Charlotte by a light rail. It stops on campus 107 times a day through 11 different stations. So with your student ID, you get an all-access pass to uptown Charlotte. And students love it, but it kind of serves as a symbol because while you can hop out on that light rail, explore uptown Charlotte, go to a Panthers game, Museum of Art, get an internship. You also have a place to come home to because remember, we're not directly in uptown Charlotte. So it's really like the best of both worlds. You can hop back on that light rail and have your beautiful residential campus home. But a little bit more about Charlotte. As you're researching coming from out of state to North Carolina, specifically Charlotte, it's the second largest financial banking hub in the nation, second to New York City. So 7 of the Fortune 500 companies are actually globally headquartered in Charlotte. Here on this screen, you'll see some of the major companies headquartered in Charlotte, and really over 300 different Fortune 500 companies and Fortune 1000 companies are located in our region. But we really take advantage of that for our students at the undergraduate level. Experiential learning is incredibly important to us. Really, basically that means learning by doing, learning through experience while you are an undergraduate student. 90% of our students take part in experiential learning of some kind in their undergraduate career. So that means taking part in internships, co-ops, things like that. But to talk a little bit about our academic colleges, we have 7 different academic colleges which house our 171 different majors, 65 master's programs, and 22 doctoral programs. So I won't go too much in detail, but I really encourage you to either drop some questions in the Q&A or just to email me after this with specific questions on your academic interests. But we have the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Arts and Architecture, the Belk College of Business, Cato College of Education, Computing and Informatics for our future, for our students who are interested in computer science, Health and Human Services, and our Lee College of Nursing. We are known as an engineering school, excuse me, our Lee College of Engineering. We are known as an engineering school. And if you were anything like me when you were applying to high school, when I was applying to high school, I was definitely interested in a variety of different things. I just wasn't ready to pinpoint on my application what I wanted to major in just yet, so we have University College as well. We also have an honors college with a separate application required. That priority deadline is December 15th. And a little bit about our application process. We do require basically 4 components to make that application officially complete: the online application, application fee, official transcript, and essay. What's optional this year, just much like my colleagues, the SAT or ACT test scores are optional. And then also recommendation letters, personal statement, they're welcome in the application review process, but completely optional. These are our deadlines. Early action of November 1, that's the one I highly recommend applying for. And then also our regular decision deadline of February 1st. Our admitted student profile is here. So looking at the middle 50% of applicants, it is right around these ranges. And basically the last thing I want to mention is that the best way to stay connected with us is through creating your Future 49er portal, future49ers.uncc.edu. It's also a great way to register for our upcoming open house this fall. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you to all of our panelists. We have about 4 minutes left before our session is scheduled to end. So this would be a good time if any of the attendees have questions to shoot them to our panelists through the Q&A feature. Also happy to open this up to our panelists if anybody has any general questions that they think would be good to address for any of the attendees in person today.
Well, if there are no questions, I'm happy to jump in. I know a common question I've received this year is, well, 2 things, based on our optional pieces. A lot of times students will say, okay, well, test optional, what does that specifically mean? And also I see that a personal statement is optional. What does that mean? At least at UNC Charlotte, I know that something that we really like to remind students is that while that's optional, a great way to consider if you should submit your test scores or not, just remind yourself that it's optional, that we really don't put a student at a disadvantage for either submitting or not submitting their test scores. If you feel like you have taken the test already and you feel like they're going to add some value to the application, and that way absolutely feel free to submit them kind of as an additional document for consideration. But overall, that's officially not required on our end. And also the personal statement is optional. And a lot of students ask, how does that differ from an essay? And a personal statement for us is something that really is an additional way for you just to speak to a little bit more about the application process, or things that you might want to know about, things you might want the admissions team to know about in the application review that we might not otherwise know about just from reviewing your transcript.
Great, thank you. We have about 2 minutes, so feel free to shoot any more Q&As, or if you have any more suggestions or tips for students or general questions to answer, we can take the final 2 minutes to do so. Okay. Well, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Just a few quick closing items. When we close this survey, you'll get a very quick 4-question survey that we'd like you to take a minute to complete if you could. We also want to encourage you to sign up for more sessions. The address to do so is on the screen, www.strivescan.com/Virginia. And also remind you that in about a week, the recording of this session will be available at the same website, www.strivescan.com/Virginia. So again, thank you to all of our panelists and students who joined us, and have a great day. Thank you.